Beer time. Today we have what is quite possibly the best beer of the year and the best one we've done on this channel so far, I can tell you that. But the Southern Tier Nitro S'mores. Imperial Milk Stout. It's Nitro, which we've done before. It's got everything you would expect out of a beer calling itself a s'more. Nice and dark. The IBUs are at, I believe it was 40. And the ABV is 10.0. So on sip one, you immediately get, that's a nitro. And obviously nitros and milk stouts are probably the best two to go together. And also you get smacked in the face with a bunch of graham flavor, graham cracker, which is obviously part one of a s'more, right? And then on the finish, it gets pretty chocolatey as well. Now with it accomplishing a full s'mores flavor, you got to have the mallow, and it pulls it off very well because not only is it a milk stout, so it's naturally going to have quite a bit of creaminess to it. There is also stuff in here to give it more marshmallow taste on top of it. And it's super warm going down. I mean, with any 10% beer, it should be, right? Like, if it wasn't, it's not really 10%, is it? But it's warm, it's smooth. It being a nitro only adds to it. It kind of, the nitro head kind of gives it that fluffiness that you would expect out of a s'mores marshmallow on top of everything else. Now, these come in a 4-pack of cans, normal size cans, but they aren't a full 12 ounces because with nitro you got to have the cap on the inside to release the nitrogen into the beer. And then they also have it on draft, which would probably be quite the treat if you could find it. Nitro draft is better than nitro canned, I'm sure everyone is aware. But what makes this one so good, with the bold claim of being a s'mores beer, is it's got the right amount of everything in it. The graham, the chocolate, the marshmallow, one's not outweighing the other too much. That's just what should be. It's the perfect balance. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. You're getting your money's worth. This is a 10.0 beer. We all know I'm a sucker for anything nitro. I wish all beer moved over to the nitro world, to be honest with you. It's a better drinking experience every time. And it is super dark. But it's a little misleading. It doesn't have the bite you may expect with it being so dark. Like, it is outrageously smooth. And I'm pretty sure we can only thank it being a nitro beer for that. We're going to be doing a lot of Southern Tier beers, Southern Tier brewing. I have a whole bunch of them lined up because they are quickly becoming one of my more preferred breweries out there. And this is kind of what has turned that tide for me. Like, this is a must-buy 10 out of 10 beer. And you're not going to hear me say that too often. But if you see this on the shelves, do yourself a favor and grab it. Or if you know someone who would appreciate it, maybe you prefer IPAs or something else, but you know your buddy likes stout, just go ahead and grab it for him. Share one with them. Have a good evening together, because these are phenomenal. I wouldn't be shocked if I bought more in the future. I don't really like buying the same beer over and over, but for special occasion, I think I might have to go pick up more of these. One downfall is it's only a 4-pack, because I would rather it be a 6-pack because it's that good. You want more of it. Also, it coming in a pint would be nice instead of just the 12 ounce. But it doesn't matter that much, right? it is a bit pricey. I know beer is obviously different state to state with taxes and everything else. It's definitely not a cheap beer, but it's not outrageous either. It's reasonable, especially for the quality you're getting. Not to mention it being a 10-0. I mean, it's, two basic beers in one, right? And the only thing I can suggest is, when you drink it, try and pay attention to the nitro itself and what it adds to the beer. And then B, slowly pick apart all the different flavors in this one. Because it's really easy to pick out each and every one. I know a lot of the beers in the past we've done, especially the fruity ones where it has like 4 different fruits. You're only really tasting 2 and maybe getting like a whiff or smell of the third. This we can legitimately taste the whole s'mores sandwich concept in a pre-chewed liquid format with alcohol. S'mores for adults. This is where we've gotten in 2019. Flying cars, get out of here. It's good the whole way through. It doesn't change. First sip, second sip, third sip, they're all equally as great. It doesn't burn out the tongue. It's just a phenomenal beer. It really is. They knocked it out of the park with this one. And I would love to see Southern Tier make more nitro. I know they do a lot of IPAs and a lot of other things, and they're all very good, and we're going to talk about those soon. But this is one to tell your friends about, one to make sure you buy, look out for, order it online, trade for it, whatever you got to do. It's really worth the try. It's slightly novelty, but not to the point where it's a gimmick. S'mores Nitro Imperial Milk Stout. 10.0, 40 IBUs. Delicious. See you next time.